You're tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads from over 200 countries and your number one source in after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Sing it with me, y'all.
I don't know the words.
I
like it though.
The two singers sing nothing.
Yeah. You don't know it? Here comes the hook. This is my favorite part. It's called Latch, Sam Smith.
MySpace? Nobody uses MySpace no more?
No more MySpace. So, welcome you guys. This is AFTERBUZZ TV for MTV's Virgin Territory, episode number 6, you guys. Number 6. We're getting close to the end. There's 12 episodes. And I am your host, Madison Chase, your trainer to the stars and the star in you. And I'm also a virgin, too. I'm your no sex till marriage expert. And in the house with me, we got some really incredible, exciting, opinionated, funny guests. So I'll start with my co-host first. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hey, everyone. My name is Stephanie Giorgi. And our special guest to my right, go ahead, introduce yourself.
Oh, you'll know my name. I'm just kidding. It's Brely Evans, everybody.
Yes, Miss Brely Evans.
Yeah, she's a comedian, that's why.
No, I'm not. I know. I respect the mic.
Yeah.
I'm not a comedian.
Thank you, boo. I appreciate that.
I'm an actor.
Yeah, she's an actor. And next to the actor, Brely Evans, we have the actor, singer, dancer, Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
Glee. Beautiful.
Hi, everybody.
Who is that?
I'm Amber Riley.
That's you got a sexy voice.
I've
been working on it.
Yes. Okay.
Wow.
You got a new profession, and last but not least, he feels like he's not a part of the group, but he is in the VIP section of the
We're gonna call it VIP.
TV.
This is really a couch. This smells like an IKEA couch, but we're gonna leave it at that. Yeah.
Yeah. So please tell us who you are.
What's up, people? I am comedian Ron G. I am in the VIP, but not really. Chilling right now with these lovely ladies.
All right.
Yeah, so this is our crew today. So we're going to talk about Virgin Territory. So we got a couple of new people. Mm-hmm. Yes. So the first person, she's old, but
So you and Brely are virgins? You and Brely are virgins?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I guess that was just us.
Okay.
Yeah,
She a virgin in spirit.
Oh, boom.
Yeah.
There's another one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we all
Amber's a
virgins. Yeah, we all
virgin.
virgins.
Yeah, I've never
I
been
feel
on the
like
show
you
before.
just tried to play me. No, I'm really a virgin.
Right.
Okay.
Look at me. I am still a V. All my sins are washed away. Oh, I'm sorry.
Put that V.
Whatever.
My life turned today on
Whatever.
because I am still a V. Because I never just took my V.
Okay, no, but seriously, so two virgins,
Two virgins?
two real virgins. I mean,
So
I'm
Brely, you
What is
Brely, you
real?
lied?
Real. I'm not
Okay,
going with this.
you
I am a virgin. I ain't never been on this show before.
Okay, no, okay. So what? Let's
Two real
define-
virgins, okay.
let's
Is my mama watching this? And my daddy? Oh.
You won't
I'm
get in
really a
trouble.
virgin, y'all.
Me too.
Okay, you guys.
I believe you, Amber.
Can we get a caller that
These
says
two
they've had sex with
look
me?
questionable. If this is a game of spades, I'm going 4 books because these two are possibles right here.
Am
These
I
two are
bluffing?
possibles.
Am I bluffing?
Okay.
Yeah, these two possibles right here. These two solid books.
But Brely, seriously, you could be a born again virgin, and I think that's where you're.
Lies.
Okay.
Well, what did I say last week?
And Stephanie is now going
For
to
the
be-
duration of the Virgin Territory show, I am going to practice abstinence.
Yeah, and
Okay.
you're
There's only
practicing
6 more
abstinence
episodes.
too.
I'm practicing.
I know, but after that too. I'm going to say till January.
I'm just practicing. Yeah,
You're
yeah.
practicing sex?
I'm a virgin on this show. My first time ever being
on the
here.
couch
so
right now.
Yeah, I'm a virgin. Yeah,
Oh, right,
yeah.
Oh, don't try to take.
On the
I just
casting
said that
couch.
about 5 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to get your own jokes though.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the first person. You guys are too much. Okay, so Anike.
Oh, Anike.
Beautiful girl. She's
She's a
from
gorgeous
Florida.
girl.
Yeah, she's 20. We don't have a picture of her, but we did.
She's very cute.
Yeah,
She
she's
is
cute.
really. She's
Yeah.
But
really
she is a tease.
Yes.
She really is. I felt like she was doing a lot of teasing with the bowling, bending over. Like when you're like flirting doesn't have to be so over the top, like in your face.
But you know what? She's young and she's cute.
And she's having fun with
And
it.
she was, just because you're a virgin doesn't mean you can't be sexy.
I
Right.
totally
She
agree
Well, let me tell you what sexy gets you.
Right.
Yeah.
Unvirginized.
But you can move that date once, but when you start doing 2-3 times, she was like, we should do our anniversary. No, I'm thinking Kwanzaa. No, I'm thinking Valentine's Day.
No.
2027.
Poor
You're
guy.
like, you know
Yeah. I
what?
feel
We should
so
get married
sorry.
first. And then I'm like, you know what? Dude's frustrated. He told his brother, which I don't understand that at all.
No, I really like
You
that
don't
the
talk to
older
your
brother.
brother?
I like that the older brother chimed into
Absolutely.
her and said, "You know what? If he loves you, he'll wait." I thought that was a really nice moment for a big brother. I
Really? 'Cause
did.
I thought it was weird.
I do too.
But
I'm with
no,
Amber.
I just love that. If any,
You don't tell your
any
big bro your
person-
business. Where I'm
You
from,
know-
your big bro might try to smash too.
Yeah, right.
He might.
Well, that
Hey,
might-
look,
that
little
would've been
bro,
a smooth
little
get
bro might be
in.
taking too long. What you need though?
You-
Put
you-
a little something on them books.
Don't say
Huh?
it.
On that student
No.
loan. You
Well,
need some help with that payment?
I
No.
thought that it was just weird that he addressed her, which
I
it
agree.
probably could have been a producer thing, blah blah blah. But it was just weird. Like if my boyfriend's brother ever came up to me and tried to talk to me about sex, like I would probably kick him in his nuts and run away.
No,
like
you
seriously,
guys have
I'm
the
like,
wrong point of
no,
view.
this is
I'm
not
sorry.
okay.
Is that-
I have
hold
to
on, can I ask you a
disagree.
question?
I
Is that
disagree
what
with
virgins
everyone.
do when they get upset?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Straight to the nuts?
They
Really?
fight because they can't have none.
You don't
sorry.
ask questions? You go straight to the nuts?
I don't know. I just would feel like something was going
No,
on, and
I
that's just
agree.
I would just
You
that's just my
guys,
defense. Okay, I'm a
Haven't
little
you ever
violent.
dated someone, but then their sibling becomes your sibling?
No.
So I
I have.
Come on, yeah. Well,
Nah.
who have you guys
I
dated?
trust
no,
no
Brely-
other man
well-
with intimate details about my lady.
Okay,
Period.
but that's
No
not
other
everybody,
man.
but it's because it takes one to know one, right? Because you might be someone who would do something like that. So
Like
maybe
what?
you feel that type of way.
Ow.
Where
Ooh,
you try to
ouch.
come in that
Your
way.
toe.
No, I
was
mean,
punched.
just as a man code where I'm
Understood,
from.
but that's not
can
everybody.
Stephanie, can I speak?
I haven't yet, so let me finish.
Oh, it's
first.
the reason why you're not getting done.
Okay.
You
Hey,
talk too much.
I'm
Can I get my
okay.
statement out?
I'm okay with that. That's all right. But I
Can
just want to say, let me
Whenever
finish.
you're done, I'm gonna TiVo this conversation.
That's
'cause
okay.
I'm gonna let, yeah.
All right. Well, I
I'll
was gonna
hold.
say,
You
gonna
I
fast
see where
forward
you're
apart?
coming.
Yeah.
I see where you're coming from because he wasn't. I mean, it was awkward because I don't know why he had to approach it that way and where they did it.
Yeah.
It was very
Okay.
public setting, but he was being sweet about it.
He was.
And
He
he
pulled it to
wasn't
the
saying,
side.
"Oh, come on, give my brother some." He was just saying, "Don't worry, if he loves you,
wait.
whatever."
Well,
Anybody
granted, there's no
encouraging?
privacy. There's no privacy because she put her personal business
On
on a national.
television.
But I'm saying, as a man, you don't really tell other men your personal stuff like that unless you like having issues in your marriage or something like that. But not like single young man stuff. You don't tell your
No,
bro
yes,
like
you
what's
do.
going on with your.
So, okay,
So he can speak
here
on
I
your
go.
behalf. You don't let no man
I
speak
wasn't
on your
gonna
behalf
preach
for your
today.
lady.
He's a man, though. You can't
For your
really
lady?
argue with him.
I
The
have to
other man
argue.
over there is nodding his head. You
Yeah.
got
But
two in the room.
See?
But let me tell you
Exactly.
why I have to argue. It's because I love when our youth have someone older to bounce their ideas and thoughts off of, and I think that's very healthy.
But he should
Well,
have. He should
Maybe
tell
you
him
need
what
a
to
big
say,
brother.
not speak
Do
on
you
his
need
behalf.
a big brother too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
Grown man, no, he should speak
I
on his.
agree.
No, he should tell him, hey, little bro, this is what you should do. This is what you should respect her. You know, if she wants
Yes.
to wait, not tell her directly.
Okay, wait.
That's
You know
not
what?
cool.
Because he was trying to seem like the cuter one. So I feel you on that
Ooh.
part.
Yeah, but
Which
maybe
is-
it was just for the camera though too. I think sometimes because he was possibly just trying to get some camera time.
He needed to say something.
Possibly,
He didn't have
and
nothing else
needed
to say.
something, so he needed to be
He didn't need to say
involved. in
nothing.
I agree
Well-
with Amber completely. Like I think
Because he
it'd
ain't
be
getting no booty for
different-
saying that on
I
TV.
will stand on a lonely island. I'm not afraid.
No, I think it's different when two women are talking about. Like, had that been a big sister talking to
But
The
see,
girls
we
y'all
have
do
to
that,
let
man. We don't
guys-
share those
Exactly.
kind of details
This
with
is
our
why.
homies.
This is why our men right now are in turmoil.
Oh, okay.
Because
Let
no
me hear
one's
you,
talking
Brely.
to them,
I
and
agree.
no one's listening to them, and no one's receiving their conversation. So
I
I'm
got
gonna
you.
receive the young
But let me
man's
tell you something. In
conversation.
man code, you don't tell no other guy about your stuff, bedroom stuff with your girl, unless she
Where's
means
this
nothing
book
to.
at?
Let me hear. Unless she means nothing to you.
That's true. Because I was
If
gonna
she's
I
street
have a
booty,
question.
you tell all that stuff. What happened that
booty.
weekend?
Okay,
If
right.
it's your lady, you don't
Okay.
you don't share that information with another man.
I have a
Okay,
question.
right.
Am I right, bro?
Right.
I have
There
a
you go.
I have
Yeah.
a question for you. Well, you kind of answered a little bit when you said that if you care about her, but for instance, let's say if you smash it and it's like official, do you brag about it or not?
Yes.
I'm a gentleman. I never tell my business. Period. Like
Okay.
I just
Ron.
don't do that. But yeah, I
You
don't
tell
my
it in your
business.
what? I've been to your shows.
And
you
or
tell all your business.
The
I
only
don't talk
reason
about
why
sex
I
on
was
stage, though.
surprised is because
Ever. You
I
talk
would
about your
think that
ex,
a
you
guy who wasn't getting any would want to keep that private. Is that weird?
If,
Again?
if you got a girl worth being your boo, the guys are already jealous. Like, they already know.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
I
you don't
guess.
talk
That's
bedroom
good.
stuff with your
Right.
homies.
Yeah, you
Where
don't. You
did that
don't.
come
Women
from?
might
The
do
Wizard
that.
of Oz?
That
Women
wasn't
might
it.
do that,
The
but you don't
Wizard
do
of
that
Oz.
with,
That
as a
wasn't
guy.
it.
You don't do that.
But I'm saying that
was
if
Steven.
would you if do you think that that's something that a guy would want to keep to himself if he wasn't hitting? Is that something kind of embarrassing? Like, do you feel like you would get
See?
slack on that?
But the show is called Virgin Territory.
I
We
know,
know he's not
understood. But
hitting.
regardless of that,
Like, if
If
you
I
take
didn't
this
hit-
situation outside
Outside
of
out
the
of the
show.
show because
Okay.
it was
You're
before
not
this.
When
bragging
I
on
was
not
younger,
Would you not
maybe I
wanna
would
share
say I
that?
hit, but I'm saying if it's my girl, period, I would
Okay.
never tell the business.
Gotcha.
Then it would just
Yeah.
leave it at
If it's
that.
anybody else, I'd be like, oh yeah, it didn't go down.
No, what
or
he's
whatever.
gonna do,
Okay.
you guys?
I'm gonna hit, though. I will
If you
hit.
didn't hit, you're gonna act like you hit with your boys.
No, I'll
We
probably
all
just say
know.
I'm gonna get it next time. You know, when it got weird. You know, she was scared.
You ain't saying all that.
Whatever.
You being like,
Oh,
I
she was-
smashed
Yeah.
dog.
But I'm saying I'm silly though. I can, you know, you make a
You're
girl
a
laugh.
comedian, right?
Women trust you. Like, I feel like I know you. Oh my
Yeah.
God, where are my panties?
Is that what they say, Ron?
That's
Where are
my
my
That's
panties?
the-
Oh my
I
God, where's
him.
my panties? Stupid.
Like, I know you. Oh my God, this is so
Is that-
awkward. I never do
Boom.
this.
Never date a comedian, ladies. Listen.
Because he just said that he never talks about his ex on stage.
never-
And he does. I've been
No,
to
I
all
said
of his
bedroom
shows.
stuff. I don't talk about bedroom stuff
Oh,
on
okay.
stage.
You do talk
Yes, you
about
do.
like situations and relationships.
I don't talk about
and-
sex on stage.
I've never heard
doesn't.
Ron talk
Yeah.
about sex
No,
on stage.
I do
He doesn't.
relationship stuff, but I don't talk
Yeah.
about sex on stage.
That's
That's
why
cool. That's
I
appreciated.
guess I haven't seen you do that gyrating that comedians do. Bam, bam,
Yeah.
And I
bam.
might throw my pelvis at somebody's mama, but I ain't. I
you
don't talk
say?
about my bedroom stuff on stage. I don't do that.
Ron,
It's not tasteful.
shut up.
He did say pelvis to somebody's mama. Didn't he?
said yes, he did.
I grind on your mama.
I think I saw him on a show, as a matter of fact. Oh my God, you're that guy from that show back in the day.
Oh, he's funny.
Okay. Oh, you did talk about
She
a
knows
show.
secrets.
Yeah, she knows secrets.
She knows
Okay.
secrets.
He just said mamas and gyrating and
Yeah,
pelvis.
I did.
And I was like, mama.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
yeah, he dates moms.
Interesting.
Oh.
Okay, so let's move on to.
She said, "Let's move
I
on."
don't know what's
Yeah,
happening.
let's move on. We're gonna move on to Shelby.
Oh,
Yeah.
Boob
So
job?
do we-
Okay.
Yeah, boob job. Do we have a picture of her in her boobs? Cause I
make sure you put the
Can you
new
do a
boobs
before
up.
and after picture?
that would have been nice. I should have done
Oh,
that.
I like
there
that girl who
goes-
popped up.
That
Okay,
was Anika.
that's
That's
Anika.
Nike,
Yeah.
pretty girl Nike.
And that's
Boobage.
Shelby in her
Is
boobs.
that before or after?
I
This
can't
is
tell.
after.
Because she had B's and she upgraded to B minuses.
Not the B minus.
They
I
didn't
think
look
she did
that
double,
much bigger
they look
until
like
when she went to the
Ds.
club.
Yeah, I think they look like double D.
Yeah, is there a before and after? Because I really just didn't
I didn't see it.
feel
Make her
like
close
her
her mouth. That's
boobs
uncomfortable.
look that different.
Different?
Me neither.
I felt
Don't
like
let
they
her
were-
know that. Oh,
Well,
God.
please don't tell her.
You know, and I
She's
don't
getting
really.
face jobs
I don't. I
Face jobs. What?
at the club.
Oh, that's,
oh, when she
he
kissed
was-
the guy.
No, when the
No.
guy put his face in
It's
her
called
boobs. and-
motorboating.
Oh, I've never been
Face
there.
job is
Sorry.
something else,
I don't know
Brely.
what it's called.
That's not what face job is.
Okay, wait, what's face job?
I thought she
I
meant
thought
she had
that meant
plastic
you put
surgery.
your face
No.
in there
So did I.
and jiggle it around.
I thought she was saying she
No.
had face like plastic surgery on her face.
I
No.
think she was thinking about it.
He know what I'm talking about.
I don't
When
know.
man, yeah, you don't say face job around
I
man.
didn't know
I'm
what
sorry,
she
I-
meant.
I was talking
Okay.
about boo-doo-goo-doo-goo-doo.
Yeah, that's the motorboat.
That's motorboat.
Yeah.
I've never been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
white
nobody
guy stuff.
motorboats.
I
We
was
don't
gonna
do that.
say black men don't do that because
We
they're
don't
all
do
about
that.
the
'Cause you
booty.
get-
We're trying to grab that booty.
Yeah, they're all about the
Yeah,
booty.
I'm not booty boating at all.
Booty.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
booty boating either.
All right, you're not booty.
I don't booty boat.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on. We're gonna move it straight forward. We're gonna move it straight forward.
Booty boat.
Did you hold your nose?
Yeah, you
I
gotta.
think that we should move this train forward.
She had some okra. I don't know.
Actually,
That ain't had nothing to do with nothing. I'm sorry.
we could actually direct this to a comment that Ron made earlier.
Okay.
Because when we first started watching it, Ron said, wait, I don't get it. Like, the whole boob thing was confusing to you, right?
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm like, if you're a virgin, why do you care how big your breasts are? Unless you got like boy body and it's
She's-
uncomfortable, I don't think it matters.
And maybe I think if you watched the episode before, she had an
What did I
eating
miss?
disorder. She had an eating disorder. So she really talks openly
She don't
and
know she got an
honestly
eating
about.
She sure do.
I mean,
I mean, not that she's big or nothing, but she's like,
You can't tell
I
when
don't see
somebody has
ribs.
it. You can't
Yeah.
really tell if somebody has an eating
that's
disorder.
Poor
different.
you
Ron.
can. It's like seeing a fat homeless person. You like that? Are you new?
Did you just become
I'm not calling her
homeless?
fat. I'm just saying like you look at
Yes,
somebody's frame.
yes.
You like you don't look like you must be new.
You new to this. You ain't true to this.
Yeah.
Okay,
You had an
wait.
eating disorder for 2 hours. Like you ain't always.
Leave her alone.
No, you
Leave her
can't
alone.
laugh at
But
people's
no, I don't
eating
think she's
disorders.
big at all. I just think
No,
she,
okay, but
she's
there's-
not skinny or she's
there's-
not stereotypically like you know.
No.
This
Okay,
guy, I
seriously,
know,
wait.
he's retarded.
Did that sound bad?
No, that's
Okay,
not
all right.
bad. But
Yes.
there's two different kinds. There's anorexia.
Oh, and
Okay.
then
where
the
you're
kind I have.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Where I'm on a seafood diet.
You see
Eat everything you see.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, but then there's bulimia where you actually eat too much food and then you throw it up.
Oh, your teeth are
You
gonna be
binge
bad.
eat.
What
Yeah,
yeah,
a
you
binge
waste
eating.
of food.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
What she
think-
would
Well,
do with
but
some
that's
food,
a
I buy.
serious thing because
It
you know
is.
who,
You
can
how
throw
de-
food
like,
you buy.
someone who's beautiful and I love
She's
so much Demi
gorgeous.
Lovato. She had an eating disorder too.
Yeah.
She has a beautiful curvy body, but it's just like it's a shame because they go through that process regardless of
Yeah.
them losing or keeping
And it's
weight.
a mental thing.
It's a mental thing,
Sorry.
absolutely.
But
Okay,
I
this
think
is
I think
depressing
that
me.
I think that okay, but
Let's talk about these boobs.
okay,
Okay,
I
wait,
think
let's
that's what the issue
Right,
is.
it is.
It's not that she was wanted to show anybody. It's a self-confidence thing because even when you saw when she went to the bar, she was like, the boobs work when she made out with the guy, but honestly it was just that you were more confident.
It was you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It was just that she had more confidence. The boobs
all
gave
you
her
need is
confidence.
some red lips and some chest glitter. Some
What
heels
you
on.
know about? You see, I think she's a counseling session. Shelby, call
Red
her.
lips and chest.
Some chest glitter, sprinkle some glitter. We gonna look
Yeah.
either way. It could be flat and some glitter on it. We like,
Glitter.
I don't care.
Glitter makes a difference, Ron.
Put your lips on.
Who
Yeah.
over
Put your lips
15
on. He
wears
said red lips.
glitter?
I ain't got red lips.
You know y'all wear like the shimmering chest lotion.
Nobody
Yes.
over 15 wears glitter.
I'm
Who
sorry,
on
women
this-
do it
who
all
on
the
this
time.
panel?
I mean,
Mariah Carey,
women
and
do it all
that's
the
it.
time.
Bronzer is different than glitter.
Whatever. Your chest has glitter on it.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
keep glitter
not
on
you,
my
Brely, but you know what I'm talking about. Women, because when I perform
My
and
neck
girls
is
had the glitter on it, and I hugged them, and I got glitter on my face. But yeah,
I
Sorry.
don't wear glitter.
Yeah, okay, maybe bronzer.
Is it lotion?
Bronzer.
Lotion?
I'm sorry, bronzer.
Bronzer.
Glitter
Bronzer.
chest lotion.
They
Yes,
do have
bronzer.
lotion.
It has sprinkles in it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's from Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret. And if you date a
that's
girl
what I'm
that
talking
still
about.
wears that stuff, you should run.
I wouldn't, but I'm saying the guy
He
would
don't
look.
know.
We talking about the club. In the club, you don't care.
Okay, Shelby's
This
boobs.
is true. Yeah,
Yeah.
Shelby
I'm
boobs.
excited about her boob job. I mean, for me, anything
you
that makes
excited?
well, but here's my thing. Anything that
she-
makes you feel better about
I
you,
got you.
I say go for it.
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
people are like, "Oh, she got a boob job."
Yeah.
Whatever. And
She's
you
gonna
went
lose
and
an
bought
hour.
a fake butt to wear.
So I got a
right.
question. Who financing boobs? Like, why you financing them? Like,
Hey,
so if
$10 a
hold on,
month.
but if you don't pay your bill, do they repo them? Like, what do they do?
Ooh, it come cut. No, they run up to you and
I'm pretty
stab
sure
They
you.
that
catch you when you
she-
sleep. Like, oh my God, they took them.
She had to
Oh my
have-
God, they took them. Anybody?
They'll stab you.
They took them. Oh my God.
And it comes out.
I'm pretty sure she paid for them before she got them.
probably put it on a student loan.
Yeah,
plan
she
is
was on a
prior to
payment
the
plan.
surgery.
Yeah.
She's
student
on a
Because if the
loan.
payment plan was after the surgery, that'd be a
She added to her books and tuition. She's like, can you put like an extra?
You didn't know they boot it. They boot one of her titties and then she got to go.
They put a boot on it.
Yeah. Put a boot on
I
it.
think they just poke
Said they
it.
booted.
They hijack it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some
I'm,
fix a
I'm
flat
sorry
for
for
it.
saying
oh my God.
TITTIS. That is such an ugly word.
It isn't. Titty is a fine. It's a fine word.
Yes.
It's in the Urban Dictionary.
Is it?
I know.
I don't think that
Jugs.
that's a bad word.
Get
What else
some
are they
fix a
called?
flat
I meant to
for
say
it. Should be
breast. I wanted
good.
to sound more
Breast.
mature
Breast.
about it. Yes, let's speak. Say
right.
breast.
Yeah.
Anyways, but I do
Men
think
have
that
breasts,
she's going
women
to
have
lose her virginity now that she has the confidence to
yeah.
talk
I
to
don't want a
everybody.
man with
Because I
breasts.
feel like now she's gonna attract jerks. I feel like when you
And she
when-
probably will, but she
when you
probably
do
will
that-
like that. She probably
when you
won't
do
mind.
that
Attention is
and you
attention for a
showcase
girl
them,
like that.
You attract that kind of attention, which I think is not
Yes.
cool. So
And-
for me, I would just wish she had some people in her life that would give her compliments, tell her she's beautiful as is, and hopefully
Yeah,
it'll,
that'd be
it'll
But
so
she
good.
really
Again,
is
She's gonna be on a new
It is.
show.
Because I don't think
It's
breasts
the
are the
issue.
answer.
She's gonna be on a new show called Virgin Vitalities.
Yeah,
Vitality.
because honestly, the right guy will like you, however your whatever your thing is,
Yeah.
whatever you don't like about yourself, we don't even notice half the time. But
Yeah.
y'all like, oh my
Nice.
God, I'm fat, and we don't care. We like,
Right.
we
I like
your
cellulite.
curves.
What's that? Dimples?
Right.
They cute.
Yeah, I'm a
Right,
Southern
right,
boy. I
right.
like curves anyway. Like she's size perfect to me, so I don't care.
He said
she
size
looked good.
perfect.
Size
I like-
perfect.
She
I like
was. She
I
was
like
really
curvy
pretty.
girls.
I think
She's
she's
cute.
really pretty.
She's a
And
cute
what's
girl.
sad, and even what you're talking about, Ron, the guy that she met, Sean, I'm not hating on you, but you
That was
know,
the guy in the club.
The frat guy.
the frat guy. Like
The guy
they-
she kissed in the mouth at the
Yes.
club.
And
Yeah.
they just met. So that's a perfect
Mono.
example of, you said mono. That's a perfect example of her feeling way too comfortable with herself.
Yeah.
Way
But by
too
the way,
fast.
white
Too
folks, y'all
fast.
got the club kiss on lock. I don't know
Wait,
why y'all do
hold
that.
on. You need to.
But the
you
club
need to
kiss.
get that.
Yeah, you ain't
approved.
What's the
lying
club
though.
kiss?
You ain't
Oh,
lying.
black
it's
folks, we
true.
don't really
Okay.
do club kiss.
Oh,
Oh, you
I'm-
mean
I'm
like when
funny
you
about my
first
lips.
meet somebody and then they're
No,
like
no,
just
they're
making
the
out
ones
when
that-
you're
Yeah.
They're like dirty, like Patrick Swayze, and trying to
Hey,
dance dirty, and they're like,
I'm
oh,
funny
baby,
about
let's
these money
kiss.
makers. This is how I make my
Yeah.
money. I'm just gonna get a bump or cough I
You
can't
have
get
a
rid
bum
of.
bump.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a
Bum
different
bump.
comedian. That's a
Yeah,
different comedian.
we got
but-
problems.
Don't kiss
Yeah.
me.
I ain't club kissing. I don't club kiss.
No.
No, I
that's
might hit you on the
some-
cheek.
I don't even want you
At
to
the
do that,
club?
really. I'd be
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't do
don't
that either.
Come
I
on now.
totally agree.
I'm like,
I
get
don't want
away
no
from
kissing
me.
at nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might give you some neck, some of this neck right here.
Don't
Okay,
know.
I have a
Look,
question for
kiss
all
your
of
neck
you.
meat.
Okay, so she has it. She has the breast implants. How long do you think it'll be before she gives it
Lets
to
it go.
somebody? Go ahead.
Whoever pays her bill off first.
Well, I think
If
that
she gets to the
I
car,
think
okay.
that she feels confident now.
She probably won't get to the car before somebody offers me that thing.
Oh my god.
I
I feel
can't
like
see.
it's one or two things are gonna happen. She's either feeling confident now and then she's confident to make that decision, or she's gonna think that's where her confidence is coming from and make that decision and realize I still have an issue. So it's one or two things that she's gonna have to deal with making that
I
decision.
know this is a random comparison, but I feel like when I first started doing comedy, my first time ever on stage, I drunk. And I told myself I didn't want to drink every time I get on stage because I think that's
As a
why I'm
crutch.
being funny. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I chose not to learn
Good
how
for
to
you.
perform as in my normal state to give me the confidence. So now I don't have to drink at all to perform. But I feel like like her breast is kind of like
They're
shot.
there. But they're there now.
It's like a shot that you
Like
can't
a
get rid of.
temporary fix.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope
But
that
I
her.
feel-
Which I have a feeling that it's going to be temporary because she's
Because
going
it's
to
a
get
band-aid
over
on
it
whatever
soon.
the real issue is. It's a band-aid.
It is, and because what's going to happen is that first she wasn't even talking to nobody, so now she got to that part.
The one guy that she wasn't really attracted to.
But now she's gonna talk to somebody on a different level where she has more confidence, and then now they're gonna be incompetent, and she's like, "Well, what am I missing next?" So it is. It's
Lord.
it's
But
filling up
either way, you
and then
can't. It's
emptying
not
up
real
again.
confidence, so you can't sustain it no
That's
matter
my
what.
point.
So whether
That's
you have
my
breasts
point,
or
that
not,
it's just gonna
she
go
can't
away.
sustain that. So if she
Yeah.
meets somebody who's super confident, that's gonna make her more insecure because they can get any guy, girl they want, and then
Yep.
it's gonna be a problem for her.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's true, because even when she was on the table, she was like, "Oh, I think I need to get my ears done. Oh, I think I need to," like, she's already going to be on to the next surgery probably because she's not.
She just
really
needs a
confident.
good, solid man in her life, like
She
a
does.
grandpa, a
Yeah.
cool uncle.
Like a
Hopefully-
David.
Hopefully she finds one.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody that call a baby girl, "Hey, baby girl, listen.
No.
This ain't no way to live. Cover the
I-
breasts
I
up.
think like a
Wipe that chest
David.
glitter off. You are special."
Like the guy
That's what she
David.
needs.
You
He's
was kind,
sweet.
you was
He's-
smart, you was
that what-
important.
You was
That's-
important.
yeah.
Now cover that cleavage up.
That's what you say, Uncle Ryan.
Hilarious.
Thank you, Uncle Ryan.
No problem.
Okay,
We're talking about Brely's for next or your favorite now.
David.
okay.
Team David.
Okay, so let's show David. So we introduced
Look at him, he's
David,
so cute.
MTV Virgin Territory. Yeah. Oh,
How's doing his
Sounding
laugh?
like Betty
David,
Fan. I
I
mean,
like
Ugly
David,
Betty.
but David
I
need a
like David.
makeover. He got mom jeans on,
Not. I'm saying his laugh sounded like
and
that.
he has a teddy bear on his
laugh.
bed.
That's why his mom gave it to him. Leave him alone.
I don't
I'm gonna
care.
take
He
up for
had
him.
a
He's
teddy bear
6'6".
on his bed.
It's
Yeah,
on
what?
his- come
Did
on.
he really have a teddy bear on
His
his
mom
bed?
left
He
it
had
there.
a pillow pet on his bed and mom jeans.
He did.
No, leave him
Right.
alone. Leave him alone.
Ron, you
I'm
don't
have a
not
pillow
I'm
pet?
not gonna let you.
Did we hear where he's from originally?
Utah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is simply said the
Midwest.
Midwest
Exactly.
Leave him
syndrome
alone.
problem.
and he's not Mormon. He said that clearly.
Yeah,
that
he
not
said he
Mormon.
goes
He's
to
a
school
cool
in
dude.
Utah.
Cool dude.
That's
Yeah.
all it is.
I do think he's a great guy, but he has no edge, and women like a man with just a little bit of edge.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
know
saying.
what
When
it
he
It's gonna
gets
take
some
him to
edge,
30.
he
is. Like
gonna
they need to
get some
take him to
edge.
like a black strip club, or you ever seen
Oh my God.
Napoleon
You know
Dynamite?
what? Yeah.
And dude had LaFonda. Remember that? He needed LaFonda in his life.
Not
Nice thick
LaFonda.
black chick with a little edge. You know what I'm saying? And then send him back to Utah.
He'll be
Someone
like,
who's gonna be like, "You're so
"What's up,
sweet.
Utah?"
Come here." Oh, she sounded like you.
I like it.
Well, you know, what I
like
thought
it.
was interesting hearing his backstory. Like he was saying, I was the fat kid in school, and I hung around all girls, and people always thought I was gay. And then him going to college,
Kinda the same
probably
thing.
losing weight, joining a fraternity, which
Oh,
a lot of
yeah.
people, I think that helps with kind of your confidence too, because
Absolutely.
you got your brothers around you. Now
Yeah,
they
yeah.
teaching you, kind of how to be a man too. I think it's gonna be a coming of age story for him
Absolutely.
because he's starting.
And he's 19.
Yeah, and he's
so
starting
young.
late.
You know what scares me
He's
about him,
starting
though?
late.
You know what scares me though? If he get a gym membership and get a six pack,
Oh,
the
he's
game is
gonna- are you
over.
talking about-
He's
shut
gonna
it
be a
down.
whore.
Imagine him as
He
a
is
jock. Are you
He's gonna be
serious?
50
On
Shades of
campus?
David, and the D is not gonna be silent. Let me tell you something.
Ooh, the dude won't be silent. Come
Not
on.
a David. No, it won't.
Go, David.
They
I
just
am
call
so
me
team
D,
David.
baby.
But
They
you guys
call
know
me
what?
D, all
What do you
ass.
guys think? I think
Get him a
David's,
P90X, he is in-
BFFs like kind of have a thing for him.
I kind of think the
I
girl
think
that
so,
drove
too.
him was
I-
sweet on him a little bit.
That was Emily.
No, I feel
Don't
like she
you
didn't want
guys
to
think
lose her
so?
best friend though. 'Cause I
Yeah.
feel like she wanted her friend to find somebody,
Yeah.
but not at the expense of losing her.
She's
you
like
know?
this. Don't you see me? I'm right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
David.
Nah.
Okay. You
Yeah.
want me to try? I'll drive you guys.
Yeah.
Usually it's the ones that's right under your nose.
It's right
Yeah.
under your
Dave need to go to
nose.
Atlanta for a weekend. Take him to like Magic City or something
Oh
like
my
that.
Leave him alone.
God.
He'll be
I'm
like,
real. Cause I feel like he need to see the extreme and then bring it back. Like, hey, that's too much. This is what it is. Cause even like, I thought his date was really cool though. I thought she was really
Was it
sweet.
Cairo?
She was
Cairo.
very
Cairo, yeah.
nurturing and like she was like
They
all
matched.
his little
They
quirky
did
stuff.
match.
She received it. I'm like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do?
But I just got a little sad when he didn't take
Nerdy
the kiss like
Pokemon
that.
thing.
That's something you got to learn. Like for me as a kid, I learned
Absolutely.
I learned in the
Yeah.
club because I was a short kid. And my thing was I knew how to dance. So if I can dance with a girl
That's
and
right.
try to make her smile, then I had her.
For
you know
me,
what I'm
that
saying?
was always
But
it. I was like, if you can't
before
dance,
I started
don't talk
dancing,
to me.
I didn't know what to do with a girl.
Before you're like, let me think.
I didn't know what. I'm just sitting like, hey, you wanna?
You know what?
Awkward? Like that's being creepy.
I think Ron has a point though about how he needs to be taken to an extreme because I was always that like girl that brought my friends out of the shell because I didn't like other people like him like Cairo who is very similar as far as like their background and everything goes. that they see it as just someone normal or someone like equivalent, where people like us were like, oh, we know exactly what you're like. Let me talk to you. Don't worry, loosen up, and then he'll get more comfortable. He's gonna have to be with his opposite.
I think he has to
but
find
his opposite will appreciate it.
He also has to find his thing. Like how he was saying he learned to dance and like he has to
He'll figure out what he's comfortable with.
Find where his confidence is coming. Like, what are you good at?
But
you
he's
know
definitely,
what I mean?
And he just needs
well
to grow
raised.
up a little bit.
He's
He's a late
definitely
bloomer.
well
He's going
raised,
to-
and he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
I just
He's
feel
gonna
like,
make
because
a
I know kids
great
like that who were
husband.
sheltered and went to college and wild out. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he just needs to be a situation where he can like find the extreme and then pull it back versus like just wilding out. But I feel like, yeah, he just needs to be around some good people that can like
He
guide him
is.
and not
I
give him
think
bad
he's
advice
there.
while he's trying to figure it out.
I can't wait to see him at the end of this show to see hopefully that he blossoms a little bit. And
Man, Dave
I'm
gonna
ready
have
for
some
David
hoes,
to
man.
take some chances though too. Like those one arm hugs. Come on, dude. I need you to embrace her. Go ahead and like sneak a little
But he's
kiss in on the
6'6".
cheek.
He's supposed to give them women like tall dudes. You know
Yes,
what I'm
He
saying?
they
doesn't
do.
know that yet because he's not really comfortable with his body. But I feel like even on this show, like he changed.
He
Like
got to
his
put that.
hair-
I have an idea.
He got to put that
his
belt
hair
on her.
started different, and then by the end,
I think
the
we
end
should
of the
all
show-
tweet
Hey,
him.
you gotta hug him and put that belt on him.
Ooh, that belt buckle.
Put that belt buckle.
Listen,
Yeah,
I
get
knew
it right
that
over
was
here.
a thing.
Wait, how about
I knew
this?
it. I knew it was a thing.
He giving church hugs. You ain't gonna make him get church hugs.
Have just become Team David too. I can hear it in your voices.
No,
we should
I-
tweet him and like give him some like, okay, 2-arm
have.
hugs. Okay, don't forget to try to get that cheek kiss this time. Like we should like give him little pointers because I like him and I
Yeah.
want to see him happy.
And I think that too, Amber, like when you're talking about being a virgin, like I think that's the normal stereotype. That's why I like this show, because even if he's not the most masculine, because he's not really comfortable with his body, and you can't really be comfortable with your body if you haven't really shared your body or experienced your body with anybody else. So I
Yeah,
feel like
well, he got to figure that out and stop shopping at Old Navy. That Old Navy.
Leave him alone.
Somebody
Hey,
gave him
but
a
you know,
$2,000
I guess
Old Navy gift certificate, and he need to tear it in half and never go there
I'm
again.
not laughing at you, Ryan.
That's
I'm
a-
not
that-
going to
You
hell
see
with
that
you.
outfit? He got the flat front jeans like
The flat
that
front
flare
jeans.
out at the. You
They're
see
called
the
boot cut.
You should not have student leg jeans on, okay?
but
I
he's
like-
6'6" though,
You have
so
straight legs.
Team
Tall
David.
dude should have straight legs.
yeah.
Cairo, I think you're a great match for David when you guys
He need
watch
to
the
make.
show.
He need a makeover.
He's 6'6", so that's
with
probably
y'all.
hard to find clothes.
In Utah,
for- yeah.
they got a Macy's in Utah.
You think? Well, I
I'm
don't
sure they
know.
got a Macy's
There's
in
Macy's
Utah.
everywhere.
But it
Exactly.
may not
He need to
fit
go there.
Guys who are
Old
6'6".
Navy, tear that gift
He
certificate
needs
in
to go to
half.
big and tall.
Go to Macy's and get you some stuff, bro.
I
Women gonna be on you,
can't
man.
Stand you.
It's the Midwest thing, and he's
Yeah.
probably gonna attract people who aren't paying attention to that.
To fashion. That's
And
true. Because we are in
he's-
LA and it's very fashion
And
conscious.
he, you know
Yeah.
what? He's a late bloomer. Like he probably
He's
won't
so
even grow
cute.
some
Y'all don't
hair on
see
his
it. I
face
see
till he's
his
like
sexy.
23.
I do. I think he's handsome.
I see his sexy. Ooh.
But he's still a late bloomer. He still looks
Yeah.
young. He
Yeah,
still
yeah.
got that baby face.
Yeah.
Or at least
It's
give him a
just gonna
basketball.
take
He's
time.
6'6". At least let him play basketball or something where he can get that little edge
It
to
might
him
be
where
too late for
he
that.
can be
But
around
hey,
some
he
guys.
couldn't play ping pong. He ain't gonna play
Ooh,
basketball.
that was too late. It's too late.
That's
Too
right.
late.
This is
Yeah.
true. Good point.
Hey, but I will say
Definitely.
this: kudos to the girl for actually being a team player and picking him up on that ride.
I know.
On the
Yeah,
first day. I thought
that
was very nice.
Most girls don't give you that grace when you ain't got no car, so I think that's
She
really
likes
cool.
it.
So, Cairo, appreciate what you're doing. Hope y'all work
Yes.
out.
That
They
was
gonna
so
work
sweet.
out. I like them.
And the fact that he doesn't have a license, so he needed his.
But he need to
friend
kiss her in the mouth real soon.
He's
'cause
only
he gonna lose
19,
her.
right?
Yes.
No, he's not
That's
gonna lose her.
young.
He need to suck her tongue as soon as he see her.
And that's extra young for a Midwestern
Lick her
kid.
esophagus
Like
soon.
we're you and I were from California, Southern California. We grew up differently.
Yeah.
Like when I went back, it's like, and then I met Midwestern folk that like just down to one of my friends out here. Even the way she was dressing, she was wearing those jeans. I'm not gonna lie, I said the same
Midwest.
thing. I was like, "Hey,
So
why
maybe it's
don't
a
you wear-
mom jean store
Why don't you wear some
at the
skinny
Old
jeans?"
Navy.
And
Old Navy
she's
sell
like,
mom jeans?
"No, my thighs are." She's skinny, like, and I'm
she
like,
thinks
"No,
they're
you
bad
can wear them. Like, watch TV, go on Instagram, Pinterest, look at how people wear them." And then she figured it out, and it's
got
just
it.
one of those things. It's like a late blooming
Right,
thing
Yeah.
where we're around our media, we're around people who are constantly changing. We get the style, the music, everything first before anyone else.
Yeah.
So that's
So
why
can we do a
see it
Kickstarter
differently.
campaign to get
some
Cairo and
clothes?
David some clothes?
Well, how about this? I
Macy's.
think they'll be married by the time they're 23, 24. Because
Probably.
Midwest, you know,
They can get
what are
married
they
next
doing?
semester.
They're bored out there. They'll be married.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I'll
I
be.
hope he dates other people. I
I
hope he
do
doesn't end up
too.
with Cairo. But
Why not?
Cairo's cool,
He
but
Why
is.
do
he
we have
needs
to
to
date
learn.
other people? See, here I
You're
go.
right. No,
What?
you don't.
Say again?
It's-
What'd you
he
say?
Why do you have to
doesn't.
date other people?
I don't think it's necessary to date, and it's quality, not quantity.
Yes.
Right.
Come
But
on.
Right. it's
sometimes
probably
I
me
feel
too.
like you need, because I know people that got married to their first love and then they've never lived, so they don't know.
But what does
they're
live
missing.
mean?
That's true.
No,
'cause you
live
can
where you
live
have
with
a
that
comparison.
person.
I agree.
Just
with
like with
Ryan.
food, like you ate the same thing all your life, you think you'd be happy with it? Like as an adult,
Well,
you'd be
yes,
like, you know
because you don't
what?
know
If
any
you
better.
never know any
So
better.
yeah, thank you.
Ignorance is
because
bliss.
Thank you.
Ignorance
thank
is not
you.
necessarily bliss, but
Yes, it
because
is.
you're not gonna be the same person that's 19 as you are as 30, and you're gonna be like, man, I never tried nothing. Because you're gonna hear
Let me
in
tell you
this
something.
life,
Not in Utah.
But listen,
Right, exactly.
but listen, hear me
Not where
out.
he's from.
On TV and life, you're gonna hear about stuff that other people have done. You like, man, just like when
And
I
that's
travel
why-
and I start hearing about these. I'm like, yo, I want to go there too. But when I was in my hometown, that was the biggest and best thing ever.
That's
So
true.
Do you
sometimes it's kind
understand?
of cool.
Our community, our world would be a better place if everyone didn't have so many choices. I'm just saying.
Hey, you're not
And guess what?
absolutely
He's
amen to that.
bringing his chances.
I'm
of,
not
of
saying
AIDS
so his
and any
wild
other
oats. I'm
disease
saying date as in like
down.
just be open and see what
Friends.
your options are. Again,
Well,
like
he has
you have to
friends
find
already.
out. You
Those
have
two
to
girls
find
that
out
I
came
what
think
you
that
over.
like.
depends on your
Just
personality.
like everybody in
I
here
agree.
has to date somebody really raggedy to know what a nice person is.
I agree.
I
So
don't
you
think
gotta
that's
pick-
true.
Not exactly.
I watched my dad growing up. I know what a good man is.
Hell,
So
I
I
know,
don't
but
think- I
everybody
don't
doesn't
agree with
have that. So I'm saying like you at least need to see it or be
Yeah, that
around
was
it to
good,
know
yeah.
what your middle is.
No.
I got you.
Because some people can't do too nice, some people can't do like jerks. You got to find what your middle is.
And we were talking about that earlier.
Because if you're used to
today,
dysfunction,
too.
then that could be your
That could
normal.
be
And you
your
don't even
normal.
know. You like, this is
Exactly.
how I'm supposed to be treated.
Right.
Right.
Not that Cairo's bad, but sometimes you need to see
he
that.
can use quantity as far as growth goes. Not necessarily he has to
Sleeping.
sleep with all these women.
I
never
but
said
to
sleeping.
have, I know that. I'm just because
I think when you find
not
the
making
one,
clear,
go
right.
for it.
Right, but you know, and
Grow
he
together.
might not know, he might get tired,
How
but at
often
least
does
this
that
way
happen?
he'll be introduced to
And that's
different
the point,
We
because
personalities.
can get into
society.
the
There
one
is
thing.
no one.
Yeah,
You gotta find somebody that you just can put up with their junk and y'all want to go to war with each other and just figure that thing out.
the
And
one
that
is
sounds
the
like
one is the
David
one you
Cairo.
choose. I agree with that.
There's no perfect
And that
person.
sounds like David and Cairo.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
But I like
Amber,
them
'cause
both.
I feel
I like them both.
Yeah, when you love somebody, love is definitely a choice. Like, I think
Perfect
people
person.
like
You're gonna hurt
to-
yourself trying
Yeah.
to find that. You're gonna be single forever.
Yes,
That's
Right.
true.
Yeah, no,
forever
totally.
and a day.
Did I go too
Forever
deep? Did I go
and
too
a
deep?
day.
They got
No,
quiet.
No, we got quiet. I know, because
Okay.
everybody
Okay.
thought about it. I was
Everybody's
like, damn,
oh.
he
Yeah.
lying.
He's
No.
not
Nobody's
lying.
perfect.
Because half the
right.
battle is timing is everything. You can be
Right.
the right
Yes.
person at the wrong time and it not work out, and they can be absolutely perfect for
Right.
you.
Okay, so let's move on to Anna. Anna the redhead.
That was Luke's booty?
Version.
You can't call her that.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry.
Well-
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
She just had that little eye like she done did something before. I feel
Well,
like she ain't
I call
all
her the
virgin.
lipstick version because it sounds like they're doing, and I said version,
Virgin.
It
We know
sounds
what you
like-
mean.
She's
Yeah.
a version
so
of a
funny.
virgin.
but
Yeah.
a version of a virgin, like because they're doing everything but intercourse,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
like so. Because to me, oral sex is sex. I don't.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
and you know what? And to define, like for instance, like
What was the word? Face job? Face job?
that's a
That's a
face.
face job.
That's what I thought because it sounds like
Yeah.
the BJ, but
I didn't mean it like
I
that.
know.
Black
but
people don't say
I wanna-
BJs. We don't say BJs.
Oh, I didn't want to say blow that.
We don't say that
Blow
either.
I call it a lipstick version. Get it?
Some of that
I mean, I don't
face.
say
Lipstick.
it. I say
Some of
head.
that
Yeah,
mouth.
I say head. I don't know.
So, and you know, this is something that needs to be
Can we
talked
say
about too,
throat?
because the younger people who are watching
Dome.
the
We
show,
can say dome.
Oh God.
Folks,
Okay, focus,
this
focus,
show,
focus.
I think the younger people who
Yes.
are watching the show might be getting the perception from her that it's okay to do all the other things as long as he doesn't put it in. Can I say that?
Yeah, you can
Oh.
say that.
So as long as he doesn't put it in, then I'm
Right.
still a virgin, but
Right, right,
you know I
right.
can suck and cluck and do everything and play
did you
the
say cluck?
Yeah.
whatever.
Like a chicken? Like the I
Stop.
cluck.
Yes.
You would, okay, I
I'm
can't
just
take
You don't
it.
saying
have
I
to
can
say
do
it.
all those things,
Suck
and
and
if I
cluck.
don't, go all the way, then I haven't
you know
gone. But
what?
that's still. But
No.
to me, I'm like,
I still like
you're
I still
skating.
like
But
that
you're
there's
right.
a different because of your environment and your in the way you grew up, your religion, like people have different definitions of virginity. And so that's
True that.
her definition of being a virgin, and Luke
Steve,
here,
oh yeah, I was
the
gonna say you
reaction,
could
so-
change the picture.
Yeah, we have the wrong picture, but I wanted to put his picture up because he actually did a sneak peek of what happens to him after the show. So you guys, do you know about Luke? Mm-hmm. Okay, so
Who's Luke?
Luke is a guy that was just up. His picture was just up, but he was like one of my favorites.
He was
'cause
so sweet, and he
very
was like
sweet and
religious,
charming,
and
very-
it was yeah.
Did he want to lose his virginity? Or he
No,
wanted to wait?
he gave his girlfriend a promise ring, and he said that he wanted to wait. And when he got serious with her, they had a moment where she was telling him that she loved him and that hopefully she'd be the future Mrs. Luke one day. And he was like, "I thank you, baby. I love you so much. Like, can we pray?" And like they
Yeah.
prayed. Like it
Oh,
was
that's
that time.
nice.
That is nice.
I don't
That's
even know the
sweet.
guy. Luke,
I
shout out to you,
No,
man.
it was really
Bless
cute.
you. That's nice.
I think.
Amber, are you crying?
No, I have allergies.
Oh, I thought
I
you
mean,
was
To
emotional.
you.
I think that a lot of people also think saving your virginity is a religious thing, and that's not everyone's decision. Because I went to high school with a girl, her name was Megan, and one day we were just talking about like you do, talk about sex, something ain't nobody hardly having in high school. And she was like, yeah, I don't want to have sex until I'm married. And I was like, oh, you're Christian? She was like, no. That's just
our standard.
I think that a lot of people people think that. And so with her, it may have just been mom and dad in the house, she could have been very sheltered, or maybe all they did teach her was don't have sex, and with what you were saying, oh man, and I have a lot of young girls that watch me, and but I honestly think she's 20 years old, and if that is how you want to express yourself, I'm also very liberal when it comes to women, even though I am a virgin. Whatever it is that you decide to do with your body is your business. Yeah. You know what I mean?
True that.
And she's 20 years old. She does not live in her parents' house. You know what I mean? So, and that was a decision that she made. And as we saw at the end, they had sex a couple of weeks. Well, they say it was a couple of weeks after.
But we all think it was
I think they had it that
when
night.
that door closed.
When the door closed?
She got that tip.
Hey, why the cameraman look so disappointed? Like he wanted to record it.
Wait, he was next to the door trying to get an ear hustle.
Isn't that illegal?
Like, dude, is the mic on?
To record underage sex? He's sitting there like, oh, they closed the door on me.
Not
Shucks, I don't get
not
the
as soon as they sign that contract. She's 20 years old. But I think they and she was happy with the decision with the decision that she made.
I'm kind of like you. I feel like it's across the board, man. I think being a virgin is dope. Like that's what you choose to do as a kid, because I feel like it protects you from a lot of stuff. And
it really does.
Even abstinence for me, like I was celibate at one particular time for like almost 5 years. And I became such a great communicator. Yeah. I feel like I was so emotionally illiterate.
I need to tell you how much I love you.
I was so emotionally illiterate as a man, where I just felt like sex was the way you communicate with a woman or tell you love her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, being a young guy, I got hurt because I told a girl how I felt, and she treated me bad. And I was like, wow. I'll never tell a girl how I feel again. But during that time where I was celibate, I became a really good communicator. And I could tell a girl, like, articulately, like, why I like you and why I want you in my life, So I feel like, as a kid, whoever's watching this, I feel like it's dope to be a virgin or abstinent, and it's cool. Like, it doesn't matter what the majority is doing, because most people don't know what they're doing anyway, and they're going to want to ask you for advice because you have clarity that most people don't have anyway. So I respect you. So just if you're watching the show, salute to you being a virgin and abstinent, especially the guys, because I know it's not the cool thing to do.
Exactly.
And but the part of, I think the way you win is having a community too, the people that want to try to live
and support.
Because on your own is painful, but having people in your life and community that help you, do and support you, even if they are doing that, like, it doesn't matter. As long as you have community doing it, I feel like it becomes a little bit easier. So
and you
that's
said that
well. That's what I was trying to tell to one of my friends, because they were in the predicament of losing their virginity, and they kept saying how, I just want to. I know that people are like that. It's not so much of a peer pressure, but it might be like a personal thing where like, I just want to lose it.
Right.
But then they get scared and they're like, I don't know if I want to do it because what if it's whatever? I'm like, look, don't worry about, I personally said, don't worry about them loving you.
Right.
Because but you remember when you were like, oh, but he doesn't respect her. I'm like, the bigger issue here is as long as they respect you, as long as they're going to continue to talk to you. And I'm like, I promise you, if it's your first time having sex, it probably won't be the best thing in the world, but all you need it to be is a good memory. At least you can reference it and be like, dang, like smile about it. Smile about when you,
So the funny part is everybody had drifted off and they said, they was like,
No,
mine was terrible. Mine was ghetto and terrible.
You know what? I don't care. But
I'll tell mine. I don't care. I'm a comedian. Okay. So the girl I was dating in high school, I snuck in her house. Her grandmother's in the front room watching TV. I snuck in through the side of the house, and she closed the door, told her grandmother she was studying. And we
sounded like boys in the hood.
Hey, and she was like, "Did you?" And I was like, "I don't know."
Did I what?
I didn't know what happened. Like I didn't know what I was waiting on. And I had two on too, because I had one for STD and one if I had kids. I didn't know any better. I had 2 condoms on.
Well, that's good.
And she was like, "Did you?" And I was like, "You know what?"
Wow.
Yeah, and I was like,
because you were shooting blanks then.
Oh, okay. We didn't say
how. You took a jab for no reason.
No, I'm wondering because how old are you? You just finished saying that you didn't know.
My first time having sex, I didn't know what was supposed to happen.
Exactly. So that's why I'm asking you. Were you?
No, something happened. I just didn't know. I was in
because there's boys that I from like the East Coast that I knew like shit. I had it before my balls even dropped. they started having sex.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just can't.
And I was like, wait, what? How does that
I'm
even
in a
work?
stupor. I'm
And
in
I
So
was
you
like,
can't say titties, but you can say my balls dropped. Is that
I
okay?
didn't mean. Oh my God, my bad, everybody. I'm sorry.
Okay, all
Oh
right.
my Lord!
Yes.
Like you said, I can't.
Yes, but thank you, Ron, for sharing the
that was really nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was terrible when I snuck out the window and caught the bus home.
Wow.
That
what happened.
sounds like the
Very
scene
I
in
felt
Boys
cheap. I
in
should have
the
left.
Hood.
I feel like she left a dollar
Give
on
her a
the bed.
shout out. Give her a shout
But she
out.
was my girlfriend, though.
TV exclusive.
Wow.
Exclusive, yes. AfterBuzz
Yes.
TV exclusive.
That's exactly what
I
it
should
was.
have said her
Yes.
name. She's probably married
I
now.
said, give her a shout out. Don't say her last
Do
name.
not say her name.
Please don't.
Hey, I'll tell you what though, I'm proud that you wore two.
Good
Good
You were
God.
being
was a what?
smart. I said I'm
You
proud you
were
wore
too.
two.
Yeah.
And I think that's the bigger issue for the
I didn't
show
know.
too.
Like,
yeah.
nobody gave me a talk. My dad didn't give me no talk. He was like, hey, look, cover that hole. Don't get nobody pregnant. That's all he said.
Okay.
All
yeah.
right, Daddy.
He told me to cover that hole. That's what he said.
Well, at least
Wow.
he told you what to do, because some people aren't
That's
even
it,
getting
but most
that
people don't know.
conversation.
It's
Yeah.
better than the
And you
sex talk my dad tried to give us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Well,
I
If you
don't
don't know
think
what
I got
side to
one.
roll it down, I roll it down the
That's
wrong
all
way.
I'm
I
saying.
had a book.
Okay.
My parents.
I was trying to roll it under. You're supposed to roll it down. I was trying to roll it. I didn't know what was going on.
Wow.
Nobody told me.
Wow.
Poor thing.
Okay, Amber, real quick, what's your dad's sex story? I mean, the sex.
He literally, we were just in the car, and me and my sister were talking. First of all, I was like,
He had some gospel on and turned it
I
down.
was
Like,
like, no, I was like
I need to turn it down for a
18.
minute.
I was 18 years old, and my sister's 3 years older than me. And we were talking about going to some club or whatever. And because I had asked my dad, younger, Dad, where do babies come from? But I knew, but I just wanted to make him uncomfortable. And he's asked your mama. We're in the car, we're in the truck, and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna go to this club, and blah 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 blah. And so he turns the music down, and we're sitting in front of my grandmother's house in the truck. And it just got awkward and quiet, and I was like, what is about to
What's
happen?
happening?
And he goes, just use a condom, that's all I'm saying, and gets out of the car.
That's it.
And I literally was mortified.
Like, oh, God,
Yes.
he's saying
What do you think that I'm doing at these clubs?
Your dad's heart was pounding
I mean,
and dropped and had to get out of that car.
I think that he had a moment where he was like, oh my gosh, she has a social life and she goes out places. And I
damn.
don't know
Boys
what
there.
she
But that's hard.
They're
That's
boys
hard
there.
for a man to come to grips
bet.
with. Because you think about your baby as your princess.
Yes.
You think about all that stuff you did to women, and now you like your princess, and boys like her and what they want from her.
What they
That
want.
is hard. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even
No,
a father. I'm
listen.
thinking about,
How
yo,
about
I would have a
mine?
problem.
Yeah,
Mine
yeah.
was with my mother. My moment. It was I was 17, about to do my cotillion. I was in the Lynx cotillion where you have to, wear the dress and dance with your dad. And my mom goes, "So can you wear white?"
Oh wow.
I was like, "What?
Wow.
What do you mean?" I started crying. Like, I can't believe you would think something like that about me. Because she was like, "Can you wear?" She was like trying to
are
ask
you
me
a
on a
virgin?
slide.
You should have asked her,
I
can
was-
you wear white, huh?
Well, I-
Winter white? Antique white? What?
Shut up. But I was like crying, like mortified that she said that, because I was like, you don't have the confidence in me that I'm not out here like that. I can wear white and dance with my father in this cotillion.
But you know what? That's probably a hard conversation for any parent to
yeah.
have with their child to realize.
can't
Not
imagine
mine.
it.
Yeah.
My
I
parents.
think man to man this might be a little easier, but with men,
Girl.
like opposite sex, it's a little tough.
I
Yeah,
can
my
see
dad
that.
never talked
My
about it.
parents, although we're traditional, both of my parents are Colombian, and they are
I
real.
thought you was white.
I was playing with you because you asked, so I was like, yeah, I'm white. So I just wanted you to believe that.
I knew you had a little edge. I smelled some sauce on your breath. I didn't know what was going on.
You
Pico de Gallo? I'm sorry, go ahead.
He said,
Let her
gallo,
finish.
it's
Go ahead,
gallo.
Stephanie.
Anyways,
Go ahead.
but no, but they're realists. And my mother, I could never say anything without a word in my sentence triggering an opportunity, something that happened in her life.
Oh, wow.
Like I could have said something and then that was another lecture. I had a lecture every single day on my way to school. That's something that could possibly happen. If I was going to a friend's house, if you and the girls, if you see anything that they're doing, this and that. If this happens, then this and that. People have sex in this age and whatever. Stephanie, you know that you have to keep it, you have to wait, whatever. This is what happened between me and your dad. And she needed me to know everything. And I think that that's the reason why I was comfortable with the idea of sex. I knew that I didn't want it, but then I was also the last one to have sex in my friends. And my issue was when my friends, I would try to talk to them because my parents gave me a lot of wisdom and I felt that I could give some sort of advice.
Wisdom away.
But my issue was, Stephanie, no, you don't understand. Stephanie, you don't understand. Stephanie, you don't understand. I'm like, so I can't talk to you guys, and I was always just left out of those conversations, or they never would talk to me about it. When I felt I was so comfortable with the subject, you can't talk to me about
it
it.
with your parents.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and I felt like I knew, but
You knew more.
right, but they just
Yeah.
they didn't.
So you didn't want us to have
yeah,
sex because you didn't want to lecture. You know what you're saying?
Absolutely.
You didn't want to have sex because you didn't want to have a lecture.
Yeah.
No. I think I was more. I think I could handle the decision. Anything that I did, I was able to suffer my consequences without it being an internal issue. It was one of those things like, well, my mama told me, so I should have listened to her.
Well, did anybody's on this show's parents tell them? Let's go down the line. Did Shelby's parents talk to her about it?
No, but you know what?
Probably not. Well, they said no to boobs.
Shelby's parents, I think, they kind of had that conversation about her having body issues. And
Right.
I don't even
Because
know.
that
And
was
that's
the
a really good
necessarily the
question.
sex.
Yeah, they probably
I know
should have had that conversation.
Anike.
What about Anike?
I'm sure her parents didn't say nothing.
Well, her mother, she's in a single family situation.
I feel like her parents probably said something.
Well, her
so,
mom
too.
lets
I
her
don't think
boyfriend
so.
come in her
Yeah.
room. What? How old is she again?
Well, I think
guess these people
her
are.
if you saw the episode before, I think because she ended up having to get a job, and so she was kind of like the financial support for the family.
Yeah.
I felt like she probably felt like, okay, I'm on the same level as my mom. I'm grown. I'm supporting the family. I could kind of do what I want to do. So I feel like if they didn't have the talk, she felt like I'm grown and I'm supporting.
If I'm paying the
so.
cell phone bill, I'm gonna get some company.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and just go out there and say David's
right.
parents.
If
Just
you paying half the
let
house
it
note,
go.
I can't have nobody over,
Yeah.
whatever. And I'm
David's
closing the door.
parents. No,
David's
yes.
parents.
I feel like Dave
Nothing.
just didn't have to.
They
His parents
didn't.
just
They're like,
Yeah.
just be you.
they didn't have to.
Yeah.
They trusted him.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
feel like Dave did everything right. He probably made good grades.
Yeah.
They trusted him.
Yes.
Yeah, they thought
They
it
can
was
leave him for the whole weekend. They out of town and
Right.
come back. He didn't have no company, no party, or nothing. They
Yeah,
trusted him.
They
and I
trusted
think
him.
being a virgin too, speaking for myself, like I know me and my mom have very open conversations about everything, so she definitely trusts me. So I feel like David is definitely somebody where his parents are like, oh, okay, we trust you. We know you're not gonna do anything.
So let me ask you this too. Just curious for women, like, do y'all feel like? I just feel like this is my thing. I feel like women are attracted to them. They're not attracted to men because I feel like swag comes from the amount of sexual partners you've been with. I could be wrong, but I feel like no. Just hear me out. I feel like a man's swag comes from the amount of sexual partners he's with. Because most women are attracted to the guys who've been with the most women, which give you a certain level of confidence. Guys, I feel like most women don't want an innocent man. Because I got a homie that was a virgin, and he wound up being in the friend zone every time we went out. And that was his thing. I had a couple of homies, and neither one of them had swag, but the guys I know who had swag were the ones who had the most sex.
And I think when
Does
you're
that make
talking
sense?
about,
Does that make sense at all?
I
it
get
makes-
you. I get you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right, but I feel like
That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
your
swag
point.
is attached to like sex to some degree,
Your-
and those are the guys who have the most sex
Okay,
are the
well,
ones that
let's
most
talk-
women
Yeah,
get.
your
Let's talk
point.
about it.
Your
It's
point.
not sex, it's being aggressive. When you're not
Yeah.
aggressive, you end up in the friend zone. You got to learn how to be aggressive, and you got to learn how to do body language with a woman. And you can't know that unless you've been intimate or the equivalent level of intimacy physically with a woman.
and or conversations
Steven.
So that's
too.
what I
So
said.
was
but-
Anna's-
Conversations I
Was
think
Anna's
have to
boyfriend
be intimate too. Like,
Swagalicious?
I mean, he was
Anna's boyfriend.
He was,
Was he-
frequenting her house.
oh
And
yeah,
he was very
then
affectionate
they were
and public
well,
affection.
but before
I
that
feel like
was
he had
her.
low numbers though.
No, that
I feel
was
like
her.
he's not a
he's not a player.
swag
because
guy.
he was delicate with her. He wasn't like
What about her parents?
Well,
we never
but-
talk about her too.
But that was her booty call, wasn't it?
Yeah, what's her
Yeah.
booty?
Before
Oh.
they became.
Well, I didn't see all the episodes, but just how he
Okay.
handled her, he was very delicate. He was very patient. The fact he had some sense of conscience about, hey, if
When-
you're not ready or whatever, I'm cool. And I thought it had something to do with race. Like maybe he was Hispanic and he already thought maybe her parents didn't like him as a as a race or whatever. So he's like, I'm not gonna disrespect that. So let me at least on camera show you that I'm not what your parents
do
think
that.
I am.
I
Right.
think
Yeah.
in
That's
general, men now know that they have to be sensitive about the subject because when you pressure somebody, it
look
falls
like a
into
rapist.
disaster.
That's
Exactly.
why Anika boyfriend didn't say nothing. That's why he kind of told his brother because you can't say, yo, you promised me
Yeah.
what's good.
Right.
Well,
You
wait
can't
a
do that.
minute.
You're gonna
Let's
lose.
talk about his reaction though when
Yeah.
she said I'm not. He was like, "What? You're not?" Remember his reaction
Yeah,
to her
his
telling. He was
Yo,
like,
he
"What?"
looked like he had.
He was stressed.
he was on question 2 of the SAT test, and he had 15 minutes left. He was like, I gotta wait some more. Oh my god, like he looked stressed out.
That is
Like he
true.
needed a cigarette or
That's a
something.
good
Poor
analogy.
baby. Yeah.
Like he needed a nap.
But to answer your question from before, I have to say that I am attractive, I think, to those who are swag. Like who
I'll
have
never
more-
go for an innocent man. Like
it-
David
but
is a nice
that's
guy,
not
but you
true.
would never date David ever.
Just recently, I dated someone. Well, not really dated, but we
Okay.
hung out a little bit. Whom I thought the one reason why I liked him because he was aggressive. He made the decision like, do you want to do this? Like, yeah, why don't we go ahead and meet at 1? I was like, finally, because I feel like our issue right now is like, especially on the West Coast, and I don't, no offense to people who are
Yeah.
from California, but Southern boys and East Coast boys, they
Totally
have
different.
they're more. It's
Yeah.
just different,
More
and they're more
aggressive.
about their women and
Traditional.
they're not so feminine and everything, and I like that,
Yeah.
and that was my issue. But this kid was more aggressive, and then I found out that he had only slept with like one girl.
So he wasn't wasn't as experienced as most guys.
But what was his home structure like? What did he have? Like, was his parents together or something?
Yes, but it was religious and everything. But he still.
But that's good though. Sometimes you have to see that in order to have that thing.
Yeah.
Maybe his dad.
So I was surprised.
Took care
So
of
it
his
just
mom. He's like,
depends.
this is what I'm supposed to do.
But I think it does have to do with the aggression and body language because I'm passionate. You know, I do like aggression. I am very touchy feely, and I want like just be a man. That's my thing. Be a man and don't be. And I'm an aggressive person.
What does that mean to a man like David, though?
Right, absolutely.
To a man like David, that he's gonna find someone else who is not like me.
Yeah.
He won't be attracted to me.
He'll
be
find
attracted
somebody
to someone who
very similar to him, like
to
Cairo, whatever her name is.
Who's not like me. She's like
David's the guy that will fall in love with the person that chooses him.
Right.
Yeah. Because he's not a chooser. But I feel like women like to be chosen. You know what I'm saying? But again, that comes from a guy having a lot of reaction with women, and he learns that after time. Because the innocent man doesn't do that. He's very passive and
then there's the Rasputians of the world who say, "You my
husband,
you my husband."
Right.
You're gonna be
very aggressive. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
And some guys go like, "Oh, take me, girl."
Yeah, they like that.
Because it's easy to be rejected.
Absolutely.
There you go.
That's very important to us not to be rejected.
So part of my reason for doing the show was to really kind of delve into conversations about sex, love, and marriage. So I looked up some of the 8 most common reasons for divorce. Because I feel like for virgins, that's kind of, for me, it's been like my biggest fear. Like, I don't want to get married and then get a divorce. So I wanted to have that conversation. So marrying too young was number 5. So how do you guys feel about, because I know we said something about David and Cairo, like getting married initially. So do you feel like that's a big thing if you marry too young?
I'm 28 and I have a lot of friends that are divorced that got married because we, did grow up Christian. And what I found in church, they always, it's either get married
or burn.
You know what I mean? And that's basically what they were taught. But they never taught anyone. It was always about, for the girls, it was always about finding a husband.
Yes.
And for the men, it was always about being a man.
And so
but nobody
being a man
was,
and not being a hoe.
Yeah, and
so this is how I make it right.
But nobody was ever taught about themselves. And what I found is they get married, so then they check that off the list. The girl started wilding, going to clubs. She just, now she wants to find herself because that security of marriage is there now.
Yeah.
But then you guys aren't there for one another, and they're married for 3 years and they're divorced. I have 3 friends that are divorced right now at 28 and 29 years old because they got married way too young. They didn't know who they were. And then you're in a marriage where you're supposed to be worrying about the other person.
Absolutely.
And you're only worried about yourself.
I heard something really
100%
cool. And at any age, I think you can find this. But if we start getting our young people and us in our 30s, whatever, can start going, look here, if we find your purpose, like when you know what your gift or your talent is and you start working in whatever that thing is, you kind of build yourself up to know who you are.
Right.
So if we focus on getting to that purpose, then you can faster kind of find out who you are. So you can get married young.
Exactly.
So
the next one is unrealistic expectations. And I feel like this can happen in friendships and it could happen in relationships too. Like I feel like Anna had a very unrealistic expectations about Alex. Like it started off as a booty call, but then she wanted it to be something serious. So how do you guys feel? Anybody unrealistic expectations?
I feel like that's more cultural things. What you see on TV, you feel like you deserve. Like I remember in my head, most of my life I had a type. I'm like, I feel like I need to have a girl that looks like that. That's what's going to make me happy. But every time I met that did not make me happy. It had me heartbroken until I'm like, again, like you said, once I found out what my purpose was and my thing was, that attracts people in your life that kind of get your vision. And then that's what it kind of, for me as a man, it's like you get my dream, you get my vision. Everybody don't get that. So that minimizes a whole lot of stuff. Like if you're really fine and you're my type, but you don't have a sense of humor, I have no business.
It doesn't work.
You.
Right.
You know what I'm
so
saying?
Your purpose
so
partners.
it makes it a little easier to find it. Like once you find your purpose, once you kind of understand who you are, and I don't have a type anymore. I like what
is attracted to you.
Certain things, different things attract me now than they did when I was younger. So that kind of makes it a little easier.
In addition to that, unrealistic. I'm gonna use myself an example. Trying to be, because I don't want, not multiple personalities, but I am a lot. You know,
extra.
Extra. I'm extra.
Yes, I was gonna say that earlier, but go ahead. Go ahead.
I can fit in anything. And because of that, I would adjust myself to who I needed to.
That's interesting.
I will never do that again because what happened? I adjusted myself, and I, of course, I showed them the side of me. Yeah, there's a side of me that you'll like and whatever and blah blah. But then that's what happens. That's when you do get married, and then you're like, well, no, it's not. I know I was cool before, but like I still want to be respected or this and that, and so then not necessarily a lie because it was still me. But
just
then,
one part of her.
But then they expect.
But you want to know what you're coming home to, so it got to be a lie. Like something's got to be normal.
Here's the thing, though.
You can't be somebody different every day and be like, well, that's what you wanted me to be. Like,
I understand that, but my point is that I need to be like, if I'm gonna be extra, I need to be extra. I don't care. Like my biggest thing was like I was attracted to like the Zach Morris and white boys, but white boys never liked me.
Right.
And I was like, dang,
I wonder why.
man.
Too much for them.
Wonder why.
And then that's
because
what
you're
I learned.
extra.
Because I'm extra. I know we made that clear, but I'm just saying.
Like, thank you.
But that's the thing, though. So I think that's unrealistic.
Yeah.
Is to even remotely shy away from
who you are. Yeah.
Right.
And the last one is lack of equality, because I feel like sometimes we get
What do you mean?
Lack of equality, meaning one person giving way more than the other. Yeah. And then the other person just taking and not really giving. Then sometimes you got to know when to receive.
Yes, sometimes givers got to be like, hold on, let me check my measure.
Right.
I mean, even though it's really not about that, I think that what you give, and even if someone takes advantage of it, I think you're just going to be double blessed when it's your time to really get
That's
what
nice.
you deserve.
Yeah.
So that's what.
That's the
You
thing I
don't
was
think it's
saying.
true?
Amber
You don't think it's
said,
true?
what's your
That's
point, Amber?
nice.
Go ahead.
I mean, don't do it.
Go ahead,
Because
Amber.
I think, what are you going to do?
There's being nice and then there's being stupid.
Yes.
And there's that Captain Save-A-Hole mentality where
Will
you
get
think
you.
that it'll get
And
you.
Hope
It
can be a
will.
man too, right? Hope can be
And-
the man, right? You trying to
Yes.
fix his broken?
Yeah,
Yes.
it can be a man or
That's
it can be a woman. And there's also not knowing your worth.
Yep.
There's also the stigma which I dealt with in my relationship, because I do have a job and because I was smart with my money and I own my house and I own my car. I didn't want to get into that stigma of, oh, she not gonna date a nice brother that got a 9 to 5.
I'm so tired of hearing that.
No,
me
and
too.
that
So you
and
dumbed
that
it
really
down?
got to me. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna date somebody that I really like, and I did it twice. Never
Don't
do it
do it
again.
again. Yeah.
I feel like you do need to be equal because you need
Absolutely.
to build together.
Yeah.
And if I'm
I like-
here and you're
you're
here, even if you're here and I'm here as a woman, it could be, and this is a double standard. If the man is here and you're here, I feel like
It could possibly
I
work.
can work up here, but I feel like a woman finds her confidence in her beauty, and a man finds his confidence in his wallet.
Success.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
if he is not where he's supposed to be in life, doesn't make him a dog, doesn't make him a bad man, but it
just
doesn't
don't
make
make him
you
a
guys
man.
equal.
And real quick, this is
Yes.
what I was saying about
Yes.
you have to date to figure that thing out. 'Cause you can't do that on the first person because you
Yeah.
never know.
Right.
It's
I
almost
agree.
like I met a really nice girl. She was super sweet, but she didn't give me any room to chase her. Like none at all. And for me, I don't know if that's
that's good.
Not
black
all
man,
guys. Not
black
all
man, I
guys.
need to chase syndrome.
Yeah.
But she gave me no room to pursue her at all. From the point where we go on a date, first date, she putting pictures up on Instagram, and I'm like,
Oh, wow.
we not like that.
Hold up, y'all.
You gotta let me chase you a little bit, like,
Right.
because if I'm not like that, then you mad because you set this whole tone with your family, friends, and everybody that I'm him,
That's called
and you didn't give me a chance to choose you.
Right.
Unrealistic
Because it's like,
expectations.
But
she
you can't
doesn't
do
know
that on the
yet.
first person. You can't do that. You got to learn that through getting embarrassed and later on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unrealistic expectations. Okay, so I like to do this thing called the top 10 sexiest virgins, celebrity virgins, and so we should have a picture of him.
Do you know Tim?
Huh? Do I know- Tim Tebow. Yes, that's not him. We did that the
he-
first episode. Yeah.
He wasn't on my list. He's a boy.
Oh, don't say that. I like him. Okay, so his name is Prince Amukamara. He's a #1 draft pick for New York Giants.
Forget that. Who is he with? Who is that in the red
That's
dress?
his wife.
Okay.
They're married.
And he was
Yeah.
married. He was a virgin till he got married.
He was a virgin until he got
She
married.
wasn't no
so,
virgin.
Yeah. No. Yeah, okay. I don't know about that.
Why are you
Yeah.
I can tell by the way she's
objectifying?
staying. She's staying like she got
That is
low
damn
numbers.
right.
She got low numbers. I'm gonna just say she look like she got low numbers. Go ahead.
Ladies can get away with
Yes.
saying so much.
Don't
Right,
they?
don't they?
I just want to slap him on his wrist.
Right. That's why I wanted him to come. He said so much. Thank you, Ron, for saying
Appreciate it. I'm trying.
Okay, so I found that I like to do kind of what people are saying about the whole show, virgins and the whole virginity, because it's kind of, I'm not going to say it's a popular topic now, but people are actually talking about it,
Right.
which I think is great. Because
Was he 10 or 1? I'm sorry. Did I miss something?
No.
You said the top 10.
The top 10. I've been doing it every single show.
Oh, so he was what
He was
like?
#1.
Yeah, he was
One
a
as in like
number
the
one
number one?
draft pick. He was the #1 draft
No,
pick.
10. You said top 10 sexiest virgins. Was
yeah,
he
but
top
I do
10?
one every
Was he 10
show.
or 1?
We'll say he's number 10. We got more to go.
Oh, so he's not 10. He's like 6? What?
Yeah, 6. We'll say he's number 6.
You do it once a week, so this is 6, right?
Yeah, this is 6.
Okay.
You
I'm
guys,
sorry.
thank you for keeping up with the numbers.
I didn't know. I was asking. It's my first time here.
Sorry.
Don't judge me. People give me grace.
You are silly. Okay, well, you guys, I think that's all we have time for.
Miss G, man.
Yeah,
It's
that
over.
is it. So this is AfterBuzz TV, and I am Madison Chase Fitness, and you could find me on Instagram, Madison Chase Fitness, my website, Madison Chase Fitness, and YouTube and Twitter, either Madison Chase Fit or Madison Chase Fitness. Where can they find you, Amber?
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Ms. MS Amber P. Riley.
And me, I'm Brely Evans, and you guys can check me out at Brely Evans on all platforms. I'm there. It's me, actually.
And you can find me on Twitter at Stephanie Giorgi, Giorgi, as well as on Vine at Stephanie Giorgi, and on Instagram at SteffiG47. Thank you all.
And how about you?
Stephanie mad at me, but you can follow me on Instagram and
we
Twitter
forgot about him. We were
at
like, wait a
comedian Ron G, comedian RONG on Instagram, Facebook, all the other stuff.
And thank you, Steven. Yeah, so this is AfterBuzz
Thank you,
TV, and
Twitter.
you can listen on iTunes as well, and check us out on AfterBuzz TV. Thank you so much.
We love you,
guys.
Madison.
Thank you, Ron G.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for joining me, you guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.